Welcome back. This is Fox, part 2 in our, I don't know what you want to call it, reviewing of the progress to date in our Anno 1800 game, where we are aiming for 2 million population. Yeah, got a lot to go over here. I'm going to breeze through the first few regions until we get to Enbessa, because that's when we've done most of the work. I'm just going to wait for this research to come in, because it's going to ping me and annoy me otherwise. And then we can get going. So we're going to start in the old world and then cycle through. What have I done in the old world? You've seen in my videos that this is complete now, my suit production. We're producing a fair bit more than what we need to. Cloth production and linen production is now all being done the old way. Nothing's being traded anymore. We'll be going over that as we go through the different regions. In the last video, the last update video, this was Investor 2. This was only half done, so this is now complete. There are 98,000 investors on this island. We've then got a third one, Investor 3. There are 111,000 on this one. So all in all, global population, we are now at 305,000 investors. I've got 1,600 influence in the pool. That's the main reason why I keep creating these. Using a lot of influence and obviously ships, trade unions, town halls. When I get a little bit low, I'll build another investor island to produce us with that. The only thing that I've changed with these investor islands is I have started making jewels on the island. As you can see, byproducts from the... Sorry, I'm just trying to win back some favour with Hugo because I just bought an island off him. As you can see, these sand mines produce gold. Every now and again, you can see gold, gold, gold. Also, my mines and my quarries, all of them being boosted by Yorgvong mulching, create gold. So we had a massive surplus of gold on these islands with not really much to do with it. We are creating 4 tons of gold ore on this investor island. It's a pretty similar amount on all the other islands. So I thought, why not make jewels? So each investor island now has a small cluster of jewelers. There's 5 per island. I mean, we're at maximum output. I'm not doing anything with it yet, apart from giving it to the investors on this island. But I'm using a couple of cool specialists. I'm using this one, Francois Strindberg, Crown Jeweler. He increases the productivity by 50%. Produces pocket watches as a byproduct, which is a massive bonus because obviously investors need pocket watches. The main reason I use this guy is he removes the input. He enables you to make these jewels without using the pearls. I mean, I'm making the pearls on the island. I'm getting 3 pearls from these mines. Whether it's enough to make these jewels or not, I do not know. Probably is. 25 tons a minute's a lot of pearls, but anyway, he gives a 50% bonus. The second chap is this chap, the goldsmith Gilbert. He increases the attractiveness by +5. He replaces the input. He changes the need for these jewelers. Instead of using the gold bars, he uses just the gold ore. So with these 2 specialists, you only need to use the pure gold ore to make the jewels. Plus you're getting a 50% productivity bonus from these 2. So massive, massive bonus. So we're making the jewels on island. We're making 30 tons a minute. We only need 17. So if I was to use the docklands, I could trade that off for other stuff. And also now, because we're getting the pocket watches from the specialist that I showed you, we're also getting pocket watches from Bruno in our light bulb factory. You can see I'm making more pocket watches via byproducts than my investors can use. So good. Why this is good is because I used to put a garrick in my town halls which provide the investors with pocket watches and jewellery just to keep them happy. I mean, they get the bank and the members club, and now you can see they're getting the pocket watches and the jewellery. So we're at a massive bonus of happiness, +62. My plan in the future is to do away with my newspaper bonus that I'm using to get happiness and use it to decrease the amount of consumption even more. So I'll maybe be able to push way past 2 million scholars. So getting rid of Garrick in this town hall enables me to have another max pop boost. So now I've got 3 max pop boosts in here, which enables me to have 80 investors per house. So we're saving on space. Yeah. Waffled on a bit there. Nothing else going on in the old world. This is going to get deleted. This is totally obsolete now. I was using it to import linen, but I don't need it anymore because we're making the linen, so we're going to delete this as soon as I finish this video. This is going. That's it for the old world. New world. Right, cotton 1, you've seen a video on this. Cotton 2, you've seen a video on this. If you haven't, checked back on my playlist. This is producing cotton for my tailored suit island, which you just see. Nothing else has changed over here, I don't think. No, I didn't increase coffee or anything. We're still producing way more coffee than we need globally. Excuse me. We're producing another 40 tons a minute, so we should have enough to create another investor island if need be. If not, I might go 0 workforce, do away with these houses, have a few more coffee plantations over here, and just use this one island for coffee. But space is something we're not short of over here in the new world. We've got oodles of it. I've got 3, 4, 5 islands untouched. What else have I done? I have created my first chocolate island. Again, I've done a video on how I use my chocolate, how I do my chocolate setup in... if you scroll back through my playthrough, I believe it's called the best setup for chocolate production or something like that. I go over the difference between this, which is the traditional method of using sugarcane, and the other option where you can substitute the sugarcane for coffee beans. So yeah, that's an interesting video. This, suffice to say, this works out better. You get a bit more productivity out of it. Yeah, so nothing crazy in the new world. So, onto the Cape. Scholar 1. I believe this was just about complete when I did the last update. This is fully boosted. I've got 191,000 scholars on this island. We then have a second scholar island. Almost done. We're very, very nearly there. Scholar 2, this is at the minute at 135,000 scholars. These aren't all boosted to the max. Some of these town halls need some specialist popping in, as you can see. I've got to do a little bit of researching to get these to where I want. But yeah, all in all, 2 scholar islands nearly done. Plenty of room in the Cape for some more. I'm hoping I can get to 1 million scholars out here. I should be able to do that easily. I've got this giant island here ready to go. I've got this one to be deleted, this one to be deleted, this one from Hugo when I decide to take it off him. I'm not too bothered at the minute. I'm just about ready to take this one off him. I did it yesterday and he declared war on me, which is the first time he's done that, and I haven't got hardly any warships or anything to counteract it, so I had to quickly revert the save. I may just build some more ships around just to get rid of it. It was mainly in the new world where I struggled. For some reason he had, God knows where they've all gone. There was about 20 ships in there and they annihilated all my trading routes. But yeah, anyway, just trading my way through.
Only a sheep would bar and nod.
Sod you then. Just bartering my way through to get rid of him. So that's the old world done. The Arctic, I've done nothing over here. I've still got the plateau covered in airships ready to get me some scrap when I need to upgrade my Arctic plateau. I've got 1 Arctic plateau done. I've started putting some items in these Arctic lodges to boost the gas production. You can see this one's at 760% because it's being double boosted by the clipping method. Apart from that, the Arctic is mainly the same. So where are we? 9 minutes. Right. I'm just going to quickly skip from island to island in Enbessa so you can have a feel of what's been done. Yeah, as you can see, Enbessa is done. I have no need to do anything else over here. I've got everything set up for 1.5 million scholars. This was the only island that was done when I did the last update. This was linen 1. So this is producing me, bear with me, this is producing me 211 tons of linen per minute. You can see 211 tons a minute. I'm overproducing the linseed by 6, so happy days. The lobsters are being shipped off elsewhere, but we'll go over that in a bit. All in all, I needed about 950 tons of linen globally. Oh, I always forget to search when I'm doing it. Yeah, look, we are at 950 tons of linen. It says I need 1,085, but when I done my calculations again, we only need 950 suits per minute, which accumulates in 950 tons of linen a minute. So we're bang on the money for 1.5 million scholars for the amount of linen that we need. So this island's producing 211. We've then got linen 2. This is a big boy. This is producing me 381 tons. 381 tons of linen per minute. The main reason it can do this is because I'm importing some linseed or flax from another island as well. I've got an island called Flax 1, which is here.
You now have the required permit to expand the campus.
This is producing 76 tons of flax or linseed a minute. When we put that in with linen 2, you can see we're bang on the money. 389 tons needed. Fuck off. 389 tons needed. 382 tons needed. 389 tons given. So we're producing 381 tons of linen. Then got this island, linen 3. This is producing me 216 tons of linen. Everything on island is being dealt with here. Nothing's being shipped in or out. You can see, bang on the money. 216. Then got linen 4. This one was just topping us up just to get to that 950 tons a minute. This is producing 134 tons per minute. Everything bang on. 34 tons of linseed, 134 tons of linen. Looks like I need some more ships to get rid of it because we're full. Let's just quickly address that while we're here. See what we've got. How many ships we've got. Got 5 ships dealing with it and we're still full. I'm just quickly going to assign some airships to this to help out. 2 or 3 should suffice. That should help us get rid of the stuff quicker. So yeah, that's the linen done. So 4 dedicated islands to producing linen. Nothing crazy, it's really easy. You produce the flax and then you process it in the linen mill. So yeah, that's it. The only other thing what I intended on making over here in Enbessa is fish stew. So if we go to this one here, this is stew 1. Now, this is a dedicated island set to making fish stew. Everything is being done on the island. We are making, saying 108. That's wrong. Something must have burnt down. It may be because everything's stalled because of the full output storage, but we should be producing 156 tons of stew on this island. It's got to be because we're full. This has got 1 million ships taking this out as well. Got 3 ships to Scholar 2. Three ships to Scholar 1. 156 tons a minute. Bear with me. I'm just checking to see what these need. 52. This one's going to be less in it. So yeah, we've got enough stew on that island to feed another Scholar island. So that's why. Yeah, I thought I had. I thought I was exporting all of that and dumping it, but obviously not. Never mind. So yeah, as I say, this is totally dedicated to making fish stew. Everything's done on island. We've got the teff grass, spice field, the spiced flour mill, or the teff mill, making the spiced flour, and then the Wat kitchens. So everything done on an island. There wasn't enough lobster fisheries to support this island on its own, so they are being imported from all the other islands. You can see every other island has got lobster fisheries on, being shipped over where they need. Took a lot of while setting all the lobsters up, but they're all being boosted pretty crazily. I've got a couple of Nate items from Nate and a Ferras. And then these absolutely brilliant. Captain Moby is plus 50%. You get some golden tallow for free. Captain Nivin is miraculous and lobster trap plus 40 minus 50 workforce. This one is plus 40 and minus 50 workforce as well. So they're at negative workforce, which enables me to have these 3 purely for boosting production. So these lobster fisheries at 340% flat out. So producing a shit ton of lobsters. This little island here alone is producing 33 tons. So yeah, that island, as I say, stew one was, everything was being made on island. I then decided to go a different route and set up some separate islands. So this one I've called Spice 1. This is making all of the spiced flour for the next production island that we need. So you can see this teff mill here. I've got one giant trade union cluster here. We're making 232 tons of spiced flour a minute on this island. I've got the spice farms here. The teff this time is coming from this island. This is your main island that you get when you do the Enbessa quest line, the storyline and that. So the teff is being made here. Teff's being shipped over to Spice 1. It's being mixed with the spice that's growing on this island. Spice flour's being made, and then that's going back to Stew 2, along with lobsters and other lobsters as well from this island. And then the stew is being made on this island. You can see I've got shitloads of Wat kitchens over here. What have we got? 121 Wat kitchens over here, and we're making 212 tons of stew per minute. 212. Let me check that one again. Stew 1, see if it's the numbers changed. It's still on 108. Strange. Makes me think I'm missing some boost somewhere. Well, I'll have to double check that. So even if we are making 108 a minute, all islands together, we're making 343 tons of stew a minute. Now, my calculations were correct, then that is pretty much what we needed. The main reason being, if we go to the Cape, click on a Scholar House, we've got some things that are drastically reducing the needs for fish stew. The main one being the propaganda or austerity effect. This reduces the needs consumption by 57%. So already you can turn that. Well, what's 10%? 150,000, so 60. Bear with me. You get a calculator out quick. Calculator. So we wanted 1,500,000 scholars. If we take away minus 57%, that means already we only need to feed people 645,000. We only need to feed 645,000 of them just with that one propaganda effect, reducing the needs consumption. We've then got the Tiger Forest perk, which reduces it by another 5%. So that takes us to 62%. And then the Enbessa Islands, which is 10%, so 72%. So 1,500,000 minus 72%. It's 420,000 scholars. So that's all we need to provide fish stew for, is 420,000 scholars out of the 1.5 million. Because of these clever boosts I've got. That's the reason why we only need, whatever it was, 350 tons a minute. Which most of it's been made on this island, Stew 2. This is making 212. I believe we're making some down here as well. That's probably why my numbers are a little bit off. Yeah, we're making 23 tons down here as well. That's right. I ran out of space over here. there wasn't enough room for me to fit another decent cluster in, so we were importing. We had to fit spice flour on this island, so I set up this little cluster here just to make the numbers up. So there you have it. Enbessa is done. Everything we need. What I'm going to be working on next is I'm ever so slightly down on my overall cotton for the tailored suits. See, we're at 737 tons flat out. Again, I think it's 950 tons we need, so I need an island producing me 250-ish, 220-ish tons a minute of cotton fabric. So we've got plenty of room over in the New World for that. This is the Cape. I'm still being a little bit secretive about this, but you can tell these are telephone machine factories. They are being clipped. I need an awful lot more than this. This is going to grow all the way up. This whole bottom part will all be telephones. Probably all the way up to across here. Should all need to be telephone production. That means we've still got a lot of room, so hopefully, if I've got enough room, I'm going to shift things around. I should be able to delete one of these museums once I get all of these town halls fully boosted with 50 attractiveness boosts in there to keep us at the 33k. We're at 33 at the minute, so hopefully I'm going to bring the tailored suit production over here, spanning these 3 islands. We go across to, that's how much space we're taking over here. Go back to the Cape. Should just be able to fit it on there with some clever trade union placement and some electrification. So yeah, anyway, I've been waffling on. I think that covers everything that we've got up to so far. If you want me to go over any island in particular that you've seen in this video that I haven't done already on my channel, then let me know. But for now, that's going to be it. Please make sure to come join us on the Discord. There'll be a link in the description. Give us a thumbs up if you like this. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.